Alright, got this old Deus 2 out here, and I got a buddy who's been using that big old 11 by 13 inch coil, and he's been having some luck and some sites where they've been with the Deus 1, and I guess even the Deus 2 with 9-inch coil. That's what's on this machine right now. This is version 1.10. We're only looking at fast program. Silencer at 1. I'm going to be sweeping about 5.5 inches over the top of that nickel. Obviously, I'll be over that little nail there and that little nail there. Okay? Audio response at level 5. Disc is 6.8. And we're going to put the 11-inch coil on this machine and check this scenario. Okay? Now, you Deus 2 users out there, you pay attention here, because this information here, you may not know this. I don't know what you know, okay? I know what I know. All right? Speed 3. You hear anything? Speed 3, you would never find that nickel probably. How about a real slow sweep? Real slow sweep, you hear it, don't you? 2.5 reactivity. No tricks in this video. Our one-way signal with reactivity 2.5. Reactivity 2. So we're getting one-way signal in reactivity 2. We'll just go all the way to reactivity 1. So we're getting one-way signal. But we're not getting one-way signal at speed 3. And speed 4, that's what we're in right now. Listen. Now, speed 4, this is not depth restricted to speed 4. I'm turning on this. And I'll lower to speed 3. See that? So it's not the depth with this fast speed that's got that nickel in a bind. It's the speed of this machine, okay? Now, if I raise the coil, still not very good. See that? Speed 3. Now I'm going to drop it to speed 2. See, that's alerting me. I might turn on this target. Now here's speed 2 turning. You hear that? Okay, so I'm going to turn this camera off. Let's put the 11-inch coil on this machine and see what happens with it. Okay, here's 11-inch coil, and we'll go to speed 3. Okay? Now listen. Whoops, I guess I need to power it. Silly me, huh? This thing get powered up here. There it comes. Okay, speed 3. Listen. Two-way signal. We never got two-way signal with a 9-inch coil on that, did we? At speeds 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and 4. Look at that. Speed 3. Two-way signal. Speed 4. Two-way signal. Speed 2.5. Two-way signal. Speed 2. Two-way signal. How about speed 1? Two-way signal. Okay? Now, I'm back to speed 3. You hear that? Now, let's take this nickel out of here. Now, this is a contrived test, but it tells us something, okay? It tells us something. Now the nickel is removed. What do you hear? You don't hear anything but iron tone, okay? So let me turn this camera off here. Okay, I've got the 9-inch coil back on this this machine here now, okay? I removed that piece of iron on the right. We're just dealing with that little nail head like thing up there. Maybe you can see that in that camera there, okay? Now, what I did is I moved that nickel. You see that blue line there? That's where the right edge of that nickel was sitting. That's how far I had to move that nickel to the right to get two-way signal with this machine with a 9-inch coil. Speed 2, and I will demonstrate for you. Okay, and speed 3. Okay. So that's how far I had to move that. Basically, it's about a nickel width. Is how far I had to move that nickel to get two-way signal with this machine with a 9-inch coil, and to get. And remember, when it was in the position it was in originally, I couldn't even get any signal with speed number 3. Okay, let's turn this camera off briefly. Okay, so that's the same position it was in when I turned the camera off. Speed 3 with the 11-inch coil. So we are getting two-way signal. How about speed 2? And speed 1. Okay, let's turn the camera off. Okay, we got the 9-inch coil back on this machine. That nail has not moved. That portion of a nail has not moved. But see where I have moved the nickel? I've shifted the nickel even farther into the plane of the nail. Now, I used the 11-inch coil, you know, and I could probably move that nickel even farther to hear it with the 11-inch coil. But here's the 9-inch coil. Same settings now. All we're playing with is the silencers at 1, fast program, reactivity 4. Now we know that nickel is not out of depth range of this detector, even in speed 4. You hear that? Nothing but iron tone. How about speed 3? Nothing. 2.5. Uh-oh, look at there. Start getting some one-way signal, don't we? Speed 2. Hear that? Only one-way signal. We'll just look at speed 1 and we'll put the 11-inch back on. Speed 1. Hear that? One-way signal. Now, could you be out in the wild with a fellow DS2 user using an 11-inch coil and he find a target giving two-way signal and you can only give one-way signal? Most certainly. Okay, now remember now that we're looking at this target, you know, coming like so. If I come like this, that's the easy way, okay? But we don't know how we're running through a site. If you're at a site you're hunting one time, and you can't even hit every point in a 1-acre field. I mean, how many hours would it take you zigzagging around? Let me turn the camera off. Let's put the 11-inch coil on. Now, that nickel's not going to be moved. When I turn the camera on, you'll get to see the 11-inch coil in action. Alright, this 11-inch coil at speed 4, and that nickel is same place. There's no tricks in this video. Listen to reactivity 4. Two-way signal. You hear that? Speed 3. Two-way signal. How about speed 2? Two-way signal. Speed 1. Speed 1, now we only get one-way signal. I'll go back, how about 1.5? Okay, speed 2. Speed 2 is pretty dodgy, 2.5. Okay, speed 3. Good two-way signal, okay? So when you're out in the site, you know, depending on what coil you're using, you know, you can take one coil into the site and make some fines, and you can take a different size coil, widthwise especially, and make some more fines.